There's something in the American psyche, there's something in the psyche of people that somehow makes it okay for us to attack and verbally abuse Asian Americans. First and foremost, we wanted to help find the perpetrator, but just as importantly, we wanted to raise awareness for this issue. I got so upset and I was very emotional. And a friend of mine, Daniel Wu, who also is very passionate about this issue, we connected. And I just said, we have to do something more than just tweet about it and speak about it. This has been going on for too long, and enough is enough. Those of us in the Asian American community know that this has been going on since last March. It shows up almost daily in our news feeds, and yet, despite our pleas, nothing has really been done, and no one has really amplified this issue.
Some people call it the Chinese flu, the China flu, right? Kung flu, yeah.
Awareness is really just the first step. Now it's about volunteering. It's about contacting community organizers who are working in communities like Oakland and the Bay Area and New York City, where so many of these attacks are happening, and donating to these causes. And it's about speaking up. It's about not being silent, whether you're a witness or a victim. Report these incidents, because we know that there's a tendency in the Asian American community not to report. And these figures that we're citing now as a result are not accurate. They're actually very underreported. So we need to know the scope and the breadth of this problem. So reporting is part of it. Amplifying the message is part of it. If you have a Twitter, if you have any social media, get the message out. And the media can really help. And I would also say, contact your legislators and your district attorneys. Ask what they're doing. In fact, we're trying now to connect legislators to community organizers and trying to find out how we can figure out the connection between the two so that they can work together to help solve this problem in the long term. Because offering a reward is just a band-aid, but what we can do in the long term is what's really important. I am an Asian American, but I do not represent all of Asian America. And this is part of the model minority myth. When we see the super successful among us, we think, well, Asian Americans, they're fine. They have a lot of buying power. They're fine. No need to worry about them. But we are not a monolith, and there are so many of us who are living below the poverty line, who are invisible to society. And that's part of the problem. There's something in the American psyche, there's something in the psyche of people that somehow makes it okay for us to attack and verbally abuse Asian Americans, and especially the most vulnerable of us, the elderly, our children, women. There are reports of attacks on women almost daily, and the verbal abuse that so many of our children are getting in school are all part of the same phenomenon. And it's really just a question of speaking up, speaking out, and really fighting the injustice that we've been subject to historically since our immigration to this country, but especially now.